So what is the perpetual traffic formula? Why are we doing it? Well, if you know me, you know that I pretty much, at this point, hate Google AdWords. I don't hate Google AdWords, but they just piss me off time and time and time again. If you've seen the promotions that we've done in the past, you know, I mean, I get sick of them. Look, if you're a professional marketer, and I'm assuming that you are if you're watching this video, I'm not telling you anything new. The constant Google slaps, the quality score changes, the banning of a bunch of accounts and stuff like that, it's just endless. So really this year, the end of last year and most of 2010 has been about finding alternatives to Google AdWords. And we did a lot of research in Gmail advertising, which is an aspect of Google that worked really well. Facebook obviously worked really well. We talked a lot about that. But what we kept coming back to time and time again is traditional organic search. Yes, it's Google, all right, but it's not Google AdWords, so they're not as much jerk faces about it. So really what we're talking about, what perpetual traffic formula is all about, is getting traffic, getting ranked high in Google, Yahoo, and Bing. But I don't want you to think that, oh great, another SEO course. This is not just some course that's going to teach you the basics of on-page and off-page optimization. That's not what this is about. Number one, most of the SEO courses that are out there are way too technical for the average person. They just talk about a lot of stuff that a bunch of money to invest after the fact. That's not what we're all about. We're about setting things up the right way in the right proportion, but more importantly, striking that balance between one, content and conversions, and two, white hat and black hat. And I'll talk about that. So before I get into that, I'll show you why we kind of arrived at this whole conclusion that search is it. SEO is back. Free traffic is back. And it came down to some research that we were doing. I was reading a lot of research reports, again, just trying to figure out what the heck else can we do. And I want to show you some very, very interesting click-through rate numbers that we saw in some reports that we read from SEO Book and Marketing Sherpa and some other things that we actually tested and validated from our own results. So pretend for a moment now that you're at Google. All right, so this is a traditional Google search page, right? You got sponsored listing AdWords ads at the top, you know, 2 or 3 there. You got some of them going down the side, right? This shouldn't be new. This shouldn't be the first time any of you have seen this. I want you to think for a moment, what percentage, how do you think the click breakdown happens on a traditional search engine result page? What percentage of the clicks do you think the sponsored results get? What percentage of the clicks do you think the top rankings get? Well, I can tell you, as early as 2008, all right, as early as 2008, the sponsored results were getting well over 10% of the total clicks available on the page. 10%. In 2007, they were getting, in some cases, 20 to 30% of the clicks on the page. That is not the case anymore. Here's what the new data reveals. If you're ranking in the top, up here in this top box, right here in Google AdWords, you get between 2 and 3% of the total clicks. That's it. 2 and 3% of the total clicks. So if 100 people come to a given search engine result page and you got the top spot in Google AdWords, you're only going to get 2 to 3 clicks. Now, there's going to be some variations, you know, you find by keywords and stuff like that. This is general across the board, right? Now, if you're down on this side over here, on the sponsored results over here, you're looking at only getting 1 to 2%. 1 to 2% of the total clicks available are going here. That means grand total, best case scenario, if you're advertising in Google AdWords, you're only getting, you know, at best case scenario, 4 to 5%. Wow, my pen's going to down me. 4 to 5% of the total available clicks if you're spending as much money as you possibly can. So as much as Google AdWords sucks, right? We all agree that Google AdWords sucks. It doesn't just suck. There's almost no traffic there anymore. A click shift has begun, and it started some years back, but every year, fewer and fewer people are clicking on Google AdWords ads. The market is maturing. They're becoming wise to advertising, and the clicks are all shifting from sponsored back to organic. More and more people are shifting their clicks over here. So it's getting to the point now where if you're not appearing in the organic listings, you're not getting the clicks that you should be getting. So where are the clicks going? Well, if you're ranked number 1, you're getting between 40 and 45. 40 and 45% of the total clicks on the page go to ranking number 1. Number 2, 11 to 18%. 11 to 18%. Number 3, 7 to 15%. 7 to 15%. If you're 4 through 9, approximately 2%. So get this, if you're enlisting 4 through 9 in the organics, which isn't that difficult to do, by the way, you're getting as many clicks as the top spot, as the top sponsored listing more times than not. Think about that for a minute. The person sitting at number 8 If you're bidding in Google AdWords and you're number 1, the person sitting at number 8 is getting as much or more traffic than you, and they're not paying a dime for it. It's ridiculous. Number 10, believe it or not, they get around 3% of the clicks. You're actually better off to be the number 10 listing than you are the number 9 listing, because people scroll all the way down to the bottom. It's a primacy recency thing. Don't have time to go into it. But so that's why we're doing this. That's why in our business, starting in 2010, we re-shifted our focus. When I got started, I was an SEO guy. All right. Then in 2007, Google algorithm shifts came. I wasn't prepared for it. I got mad at Google. I shifted everything over to paid traffic. Now we're reshifting back to search engine optimization. It started in early 2010. We've been testing all this year, and we just now have really good, solid data to where we're ready and willing to report what we figured out. So this is why we've arrived at the perpetual traffic formula. The clicks are all here. So now the only question becomes, how do you make sure if you get your site up here, do you stay there? And that's what perpetual traffic is all about. So what I'm going to talk to you about in the next portion of this video is exactly how we go about ranking once we get up here, how we get up here number 1, and then how we stay up there. So go ahead and scroll down. There's another video below this, and we'll cover part 2 there.